Mic testing. Oh, yeah. Wee. What's going on, y'all? Just checking a couple things, making sure all the stats look good. Very nice. Happy Monday. It's Z-Rex, no noise. We're live. It's already March 20th. It's about 11 in the AM. Time is flying. We're almost at the end of the quarter for the year. Pretty wild how fast time goes. I feel like the older you get, the faster it goes. It's like a year feels like a freaking month or something. It's wild. Anyway, hope you all had an awesome weekend. And the start of the new week. It's Fed week, baby. The most important week of the year, apparently. What will they do? No hike? 25 points? 50 points? I don't know. No one knows. I think the Fed futures are still saying 25, or I'm sorry, 50. I mean, how can they not do 50 is the question. They're kind of in this weird spot where, yeah, we have all this banking shit or whatever, but inflation is still real shitty. And so it's kind of like if they don't hike it, then they look stupid because they're not taming inflation, which they're supposed to do. And then if they do hike it, they look stupid and mean because the banks are collapsing. Oh, man, they're not going to be able to win, man. But we'll see. It's only 2 days away. We'll check it out. Let's go to price action because that's what matters most of all anyway. All right, look at Bitty Bits. Why, hello. We did end up getting the open and close above 25K on Friday. That is this big girthy candle right here. That is very sexy time, looking very nice. I do like that a lot. Now, this could be the first weekly open and close. We talked about this on Friday, above 25,000. That would look extra sexy. Then we would have every time frame that really matters. Of course, there's like monthly and stuff and whatever. But we would have every pretty significant time frame open and closed above 25,000. That would look super damn good. Now, we are finding a little resistance at 28,000 handle. Not a surprise. We kind of mentioned like 28 to 30 was going to be pretty tough to get through on the first pass. There's just a lot of resistance at 28,000. That pretty much was catching almost every low in the sell-offs from the all-time highs and was like a little pivot point right here before it actually broke down. So 28,000 is a very, very critical zone, and it's not surprising to see us get right up to it and kind of just chill out for now. The one thing I don't like about this, because we don't want to just be all bull and not, look at it objectively, is that this is very straight up. I mean, this is, look at this angle. It can't really get any more straight than that. I usually don't like when they get so straight. Usually you need some kind of decompression, some liquidation breaks just to kind of accept the price. And right now, though, just looking at that 25K level, like I mentioned, and like we've been talking about a lot on the channel, probably for 2 months at this point. That's going to be the line in the sand for me. Is 25,000. This weekly looks good. I like that it's engulfed all of this range. Almost really came up to pretty much about 28K. And connecting. Oh no, my stream is down. Is my stream down? It says it's connecting. Why does it say connecting? But I have plenty of kilobytes a second. But it says connecting. What the shit is that? I don't know if it's working or not. If anyone's in the chat and can still hear me or something, would you please type something in the chat? What the hell? Well, I guess I'm going to have to go. I guess I'm going to have to go over here and open this on my phone and see what's going on. Give me 1 second. Oh my god, this internet, dude. So annoying. So I've been having a lot of problems the last few weeks. Like it seems to be like a regular occurrence now, which I definitely don't like. Oh, what's up, Hellbound? Good to see you. Oh, okay, it's working now. It still says connecting on my screen, so I don't know what's up with that. You can kind of see right there. It's just like showing connecting. I don't know. Well, whatever. What's going on, Mr. Hellbound? Hope you're having a good day. All right. Well, if you're saying it's working, it looked like it worked on my phone, so I don't know. Last stream worked mint. All right. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. And I did that one late too. That was all the way at 2 o'clock or something. Huh. Interesting. Oh well. Let me know if it cuts out or whatever. I've got good statistics on here, so I don't know. I don't know. Very weird. All right, bitty bits. It does kind of make me concerned. I don't want to just do all this and then have it all done broke. The kilobytes is pegged right now, so that is kind of weird. I don't think I can refresh this window without it crashing. I guess we're just going to run with it. CME futures, nothing really there. We'll see what happens with those at the end of the week. Bit O pumping. Look at Bit O. It's coming to fill the gap, baby. This is a trade we've been talking about on the channel a lot. I was doing it with options, just playing call spreads. We're getting close to possibly wanting to close this out. We'll see. Probably going to hold some stuff, and as long as Bitcoin's holding that 25K, I'm not too concerned. Let's see. What is Unicorn Shirt Man doing? Unicorn Shirt Man does not look as good as Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin's dominance has been just skyrocketing right now, so it's really getting the attention at the moment. We're just not quite as high. We're still kind of just lollygagging around the 55 EMA. We did come up higher than October, but we're kind of battling the September lows. And if you look over that versus Bitcoin, Bitcoin's taken out pretty much all of the last summer and beyond price action. So definitely a little bit different behavior there. Let's see. Still pretty simple, though. We're right above this horizontal, about 1750. Really could ratchet it down to about 1700. 1680 was the previous resistance point, so that's definitely a line in the sand there. But about 1700, if we started camping even below this horizontal at 1740, I'd be a little bit concerned on Ethereum. Let's see about the 15-day. Yeah, so I mean, it's looking good. It's doing the first part of attempting to break out here on this trend line as well that goes all the way back to the all-time. All right, 0. It literally, there we go. Okay, maybe you can do that. You can refresh it. All right, let's see. All right, we are getting kilobytes bouncing around now, so that's like more normal. They were just frozen before, so hopefully that's better. I don't know. I'm just going to wait a second to get people, to let a couple people rejoin. Um, let's see if it works on my phone again. Hello, hello. We'll rejoin. All right, it seems like it's working now better than what it was before. I don't know what the hell is going on. Fucking bullshit ass Spectrum. All right, good. That looks okay. That looks okay. All right. So I don't know how much that chopped up, but 1680 to 1700, very nasty, very nasty price action there. If we start getting below that, I would look for a fake false breakout, which would test the other end of range, which would put us probably all the way back down to like 1500 or something. But that's only if we close back below 1680. So it's like 25K, 1680. That's kind of the lines in the sand at the moment. Let's go to Litecoin. Yeah, Litecoin is like a little bit meh here. But that's not too surprising because Bitcoin's taking the dominance a lot. It's getting in the limelight again. So a lot of the altcoins are kind of just chilling at this moment, hanging out in the previous year's ranges for the most part. Yeah, I mean, all these kind of look the same as last week. Nothing too crazy there. Yeah, nothing too crazy there. If Bitcoin can hold a little bit more above 25K, like mostly this week, and can withstand the Fed, whatever they do, I will start looking for mad moves in altcoins. That's for sure. I have been positioning myself on some of those. Oh man, all these look the same, pretty much testing the low ends of the structure. So, I mean, it's like pretty much literally every single one is like the same. I know I'm going fast, but they really do all look the same. Tron's a little bit different. It's kind of above a lot of the cluster, but, for the most part, they are all very similar. EOS trying to kind of break out back up into the trend line here. So that actually looks a little bit better, like Tron. But most of them are kind of doing the same thing, just hovering inside their late January to mid February structure. Man, look at this. We still can't get no love on BSV. No one likes Craig. Poor Craig. Even on the daily, just getting worked by the 21. Nothing there yet. Someday. Let's see. This is kind of like a real sloppy inverted head and shoulders here on XMR. Looks fairly decent above like 145, but man, you can see that 158-ish level that we've mentioned a bunch of times on here is no joke. The bears are slapping price every time it gets even close to there. So kind of some indecision there. Man, Zcash getting worked by the 21. This one actually looks pretty nasty, man. This actually looks like one of the worst charts, to be fair. I mean, look at this. Coming back to test all this consolidation and just like backing off. That's pretty crappy. Let's see. Dash, kind of the same thing. Nothing really sexy on any of these. Dogecoin, just kind of quietly sitting sideways. Boys in the days. Meme in the days. Yeah, I don't know, man. This looks okay above 666 still, but really needs to kind of hold 7 cents flat. Lots of resistance here in the upper sevens. Pretty nasty. STX, though, is pamping almost at 120. It's kind of hovering up here. It looks like 120 is providing some pretty good resistance. Yeah, it makes sense. That's about the middle of the range of all this price action in late 2021. So pretty much about 120s is mega resistance. Really needs to clear like 130. And that can open up the doors to probably the top end of this range at about like 160 to 180. So not too shabby. This looks super bullish above $1. There is no debating that. True is kind of rolling down here. Let's see. Let's go to the weekly. See how the weekly closed. Yeah, back below the 25. I'm sorry, the 25. Jesus Christ, the 55. After kind of a doji and rejection so far, but it is sitting atop all of this structure right here. So looks okay above 7 pennies. Start getting back below 7, I'd be a little bit concerned. Hex just chilling up here. Dude, this is bullshit. Why the hell is my damn internet so shitty? Like, what the fudge, dude? Oh my god. I'm gonna have to call Spectrum. This is BS, man. I swear, it's like it's becoming like half of the streams now are becoming issues. Such BS. What the fuck, man? I don't even know where this is leaving off now. I'm a little frustrated here. I'm not really sure where this is where the stream is kind of landing at this point. So I'm just gonna say $1 above STX looks good. Dogecoin looks okay above about 7 pennies. Hex needs to break 10. Looks okay above 7. What else? Zcash looks terrible. I was saying H&T also looks terrible. I mean, this is garbage below 145, 150. I skipped TrueCoin, or did I not? I don't even remember now. I'm a little tilted from this BS internet issue here. It looks pretty decent above about 7 handle, the 7 penny handle. Also, for the upside, really needs to get back over 12. We get over 12 comfortably. We probably got a pretty decent shot to like just shy of 20 on that one. V-Chain kind of drifting up here. What's up, Anthony? Kind of drifting up here. I mean, all these altcoins, they literally like look 99% of them look almost exactly the same. You know, H&T's one that looks like shit, but almost all of them are just coming back to test earlier this year's structure. So it's decent, but it's just not super great. Bitcoin probably needs to hold over 25K for the rest of this week, past the Fed meeting on Wednesday afternoon, for anything for these to really start going, because that's a lot of headwinds just given kind of the banking thing. I'll tell you, I'm in the car biz on the side. We go to auctions all the time, and this last Saturday we just had one, and I haven't seen stuff go for that cheap in a long time, like probably 2 years. Stuff was just going super cheap, lots of no bids, couldn't even get people to bid. I mean, it was like half of retail prices on some cars, and people weren't even bidding at all. So that is very, very interesting to me. It looks like Main Street is getting a little bit nervous about this, just via that one anecdotal experience. But you know, that market, that's a pretty serious market, the car market, and so yeah, it's pretty wild to see that. I haven't seen prices that crappy in a long time. Might be a good time to load up on some stuff. But anyway, on the car side, that is. Adam actually fading here. Interesting. That's kind of wild. Getting back below the 200. Pretty crappy. Again, though, same shit right up against earlier this year's structure. So, you know, nothing really too sexy about any of these. Same here, but even weaker. Pretty far away from its structure. About, 15% or whatever. So that's not great. It really needs to hold 80 cents or this is going to look real bad. Toncoin, Telegram, Barely holding on to the trend line. Really needs to hold 230. Just real sideways, man. It's literally gone sideways as F this whole year. So kind of just probably waiting for Bitcoin to confirm that this is sexy time. And I think we will get that this week, this weekly close. Matic's probably going to look like everything else. Yep, sure does. Shocker. Just testing the previous year structure here. There's not really anything to do on any of these until Mama Bear really like confirms that above 25K is legitimate. All these are going to kind of just struggle on the dailies. They all have, literally the stream today. This is such bullshit. I don't even have anything open. I literally have 2 web browsers open and nothing else. Oh my god, this is fucking bullshit. And nothing else. This is so stupid. BS internet, dude. What the fudge, man? I don't know. I'm just gonna plow through it. I'm not really sure how it's coming through. I don't know. That's just kind of what I have to do at this point. All right, normie markets, ES. It is making higher wicks, higher tails. So that's decent, but the 21 is now crossed the 55. We got the slope down. We're below the trend line. We're below 4,000. It's all pretty bearish, to be fair, weekly. But we are in that trap zone between the long and short-term moving averages. This is a funky spot right here, that's for sure. As long as it's holding about, let's see, let's go to the weekly, get a better number here. Yeah, as long as it's holding about 38, 60-ish, like mid 3800s, it's okay. It could be a higher high, or I'm sorry, higher low. But man, pretty funky spot. And I would imagine it's just going to chop around, maybe rally a little bit for the Fed drift for Wednesday, but pretty interesting here. Let's see here. Man, NASDAQ's the one that does say F it and suck it. This, it cleared that 12.3 area that we were watching. It is getting some struggle here at the previous local highs at around 12.7. So we do have a doji set on Friday. Does this get followed through and start to look kind of ugly? Maybe, but I can't really hate on this. Hate on the bulls very much here unless we got back below 12.3. Pretty interesting that NASDAQ is kind of engulfing and attempting to break out here. So very different from one we're about to look at, which we're just established over the last 2 years. So kind of crap there. It is below the 200, so that sucks. But this is the worst one, is Russell. We got engulfing on Friday of the... This is implying follow-through. And we do have a tail here that went to 1,700. Let's zoom in on that. What was that, overnight? Around European Open. Yep, European Open dumped face on everyone. Down to 17 teens. 17 teens. What a rally off those lows, though. Look at this, man. Freaking 4%, 60 points. Crazy. And so it is kind of trying to print a doji today. I would be surprised that if we break these ranges, like confirming break of anyway, up or down before the Fed. We're kind of just dribbling down right now on the 3 hour. Let's go to the 3 hour. Yeah, we are kind of trying to put in a base here on ES and NASDAQ's break. All these look different. It's so crazy. They usually trade in lockstep, but they're all kind of a little bit different. Russell and Dow look pretty similar, but man, NASDAQ, like that's definitely a surprising one for sure. Let's see here. Trannies, breaking down here. Look pretty nasty below 14K. How about the DAX? The DAX is trying to hold on. Look at this. Just barely. Starting to look pretty nasty. Pretty heavy below 15.2-ish. Pretty damn heavy. Shanghai, China is just going sideways as hell. Sub 3,200. Watch out. This is a pretty clear box range right here. VIX is kind of fading off, but I mean, until it's back below 20, in the 22 handle, you got to watch out for big moves to the upside. Same with VVIX above 100. Same thing there. Let's go to oil. Oil's attempting to bounce off of this trend line. It's actually the bottom of a channel. Hold on. That goes, or it's the top of the channel. I'm sorry. It's the top of a channel that goes all the way back to like 2008, I believe. Yes, 2008. And it's not the prettiest channel, but nonetheless, it weekly and all this price action kind of splitting it in half. So there should be some decent support here. We'll see, though. It does look, yeah, especially given the liquidity issues in the tech sector. Yeah, definitely. And they're super sensitive to rate hikes, too, which is really weird. It doesn't really make any sense, but this market's kind of crazy at this point. CL, anyway, back to CL. Looks pretty bearish below $70. To be fair, would really need to get above back in the 70 handle to kind of negate this. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, we don't really have anything even on the low time frames indicating this is stalling out. On one token, though, this will be good for curbing inflation, though. Nat gas breaking down from, I got to go back to log. Nat gas breaking down from that 240s handle, looking a little bit bearish now. Maybe we just fill this gap, which is at about 215-ish, and maybe get continuation. But this is looking pretty heavy at this point. It looks pretty nasty, sub 240. Definitely don't like that. Bonds kind of chilling out, rallying too. Again, earlier this year structure, kind of like a lot of cryptos doing. Pumped, just giving it all up. Man, this is all based on the Fed. We rally really hard, and now we're just stalling for the next couple days until the Fed. I'm not really expecting a whole lot of price action and majors in crypto for the next couple of days, because that's a big deal for everybody at this point, is how much are they going to hike. Is this a descending triangle now? Let's see. It kind of looks like one. We do like this and something like this. Definitely does look like a descending triangle now. That's interesting for the bonds. We'll leave that on there. They usually break around 70-something%, which would probably put us over here early summer. TNX way on the lows on the trend line, though. We'll have to kind of see what happens there. This is a line in the sand. I'm not expecting this to break or really go past 355 until the Fed yappers its stupid mouth on Wednesday. Dollar coming back into the green box. Still major support, though, around 103. So that's also Fed induced here. Sub 103, though, it does start to look pretty heavy. Indicator with my green and red dots. Oh, that's some proprietary stuff. That's my special stuff. It coincides with the candle colors too that I have. If you notice, they look different. So that's not a public indicator though. So you can just look on my stream and check it out. Euro looks okay. Above 106, but man, just chop fest. I don't know. I don't really trade Forex that much. So let's go to gold. Gold, look at this. Gold tapping 2K overnight session. Pretty sexy. Let's go to the weekly, because the weekly time frame is better for precious metals. There are a lot of noise. So we've got the nice candle last week, 569. Hell yeah. But we really got to get over 2K open and close. There is mega resistance at 2,000. So until it really gets above 2,000 on at least probably a couple weeks above there, it could easily be faked out. And again, the Fed and their stupid mouth is talking in a couple of days. So very nice run, though. with the bank safe haven playing out as insurance, whatever. All the gold bugs are super, super happy and stoked. That's awesome. But now it's coming up to the real test at 2K. So will the Bulls be able to get over 2K? We might see this week. We can't get an open and close above 2,000 because the price just wasn't high enough last week. But we could make a decent attempt here. So looking pretty damn good for the Bulls on gold, which, looking back at this structure here, this engulfing and this hammer candle, which we talked about actually last week, that shit looked really sexy. That is super sexy price action. Hammer after engulfing. That is bearish rejection. But now can we get bullish follow through is the question. Silver coming back above 2250. That's the level we need to see. But on the daily, kind of looking like some of the crypto charts where it's coming up to test the underbelly of the structure. But hey, man, this thing back in the 22, above 2250, this actually does look pretty good. I do like this weekly last week too, closing all of the EMAs in one swipe. It did close right on our horizontal right here at that 2250 level. So thus even confirming more how important the 2250 level is. This will be able to potentially confirm a weekly open and close above 2250, which would look really good for silver. The next line in the sand for it is obviously this trend line that has been very well respected for, actually for over 2 years. Holy crap. This is the beginning of 2021. So literally for over 2 years, this has been respected. Maybe we get another little bump and run type of formation here as well. That we were talking about earlier on some of those other charts, which we kind of bump and run is like it bumps into here, breaks over, usually comes back and tests the trend line again, and then it does a takeoff move. And if we kind of use a little trend line right here, you can see, another marker right around 2250. So super, super important level for silver. Platinum, let's zoom in a little bit, get comfy above 1,000. And then we can start looking for probably 1,100 test. This actually looks pretty decent. Looks pretty decent. Above 950, I can't really hate this chart here. Palladium, God, poor Palladium, man, just getting absolutely crushed. It just can't get no momentum, man. It's like nat gas. It just pretty much goes down forever. It is in the very last line of the sand here at like 1350. Below there, watch the F out. Maybe we're trying to put in a base here. This is like the first attempt for any kind of bullish action, since last December, pretty much. Last winter. And it looks like we are probably at a 782 pullback, or 786, sorry. Yep, we're right at the 786 right here. So Bulls best be defending this mid-upper 13s or it's going to get real ugly. GDX attempting to get back above the 32 marker, but lots of work still to do. That is the pivot point right there. GDX, let's see, on the juniors, same thing. At about $40. And we do have this trend line right here. So a little resistance. I think that's it. Yeah, we don't need to look at any of those. Let's go look at sector majors. Let's see what's kind of going on. Energy kind of bouncing a little bit. Banks kind of bouncing. Okay, secret agent, tell me what it shows. It's just a trend indicator. That's all. I feel like that's fairly obvious that it's a trend indicator. He said secret agent. Well, there's always some secret stuff. No, but it's just a trend indicator and just plots really important pivot points. But if you notice it all, they always align with structure and stuff anyway. So, but yeah, we got XLF trying to base out. Oh, look, they're doing dividends today. Yay. Brutal. This shit still looks so bad, man. I don't know. I'm real curious what the Fed is going to say outside of the what I think they're still going to hike rates, but I'm just curious of what they're going to mention about all this. Some of the talking heads or over the weekend are like, "Oh no, the banking's fine. Don't worry about it. Well, it's okay. It's not a big issue." Even though like every bank does the exact same thing as Silicon Valley, pretty much, just on different scales. It's fine. It's like, it's so silly. It's just like days before uh Silicon Bank went down. It's just like, oh yeah, they're one of the top safest banks ever. It's amazing. They're epic. Nothing can go wrong. Whenever it's like, it reminds me of COVID. It's like, oh, everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Whenever the government officials say some shit like that, you have to take it with like a pound of salt. Let's see here. Just kind of fanning through some of these. Nothing too crazy. Let's go actually look at our minor index. What is it doing? Oh, look at that. Right. And by minor, I mean crypto minor, not GDX. We already did GDX. So nice, super firm rally here, all the way up to the very underbelly of the trend line and also local highs here. So at about 325. Man, yeah, and the mama's right there too. So, man, that's kind of interesting. So, even though Bitcoin's breaking out, we're not quite yet getting confluence with the miners. They really got to get above about 323 on this index. So that's pretty interesting. Kind of look at them individually. Yeah, nothing too crazy. I mean, yeah, SDIG is up pretty high today. Um, yeah, they're all kind of like looking the same. So, yeah, man, that's really need to get over this 320. That would make it way more sexy for bulls, because what we don't want to see is we come up here like we are now, and this is like a total fake out, breaking the range, and we just go back below 24K. That would be pretty, or 25K, um, and then just chop sideways. That would ultimately be pretty damn nasty and could turn into a false breakout. Now, I don't think that that's what's building up here. We got a lot of tailwinds kind of building for crypto, but you always got to kind of be cautious of that. Cores, man, Core's just going sideways as F, man. This thing, if Bitcoin stays above 25,000 this week, I bet you Cores makes a run to fill this gap at 84 pennies or so. Man, I might need to make a bet on that one. Let's see what some Clown World stocks are doing. Nothing really. Kind of just flat. Let's go look at some financials. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wells Fargo, dude. What is this? Man, look at this. I drew this rounded top on here, like probably in like 2020 or something. It's been on my chart forever. And apparently it's been holding up pretty well. And it's kind of crazy because it's at the very end of where I drew it, where it's breaking down. What a coincidence. Man, if this bitch loses 35 bucks, I mean, let's pull a fib. I mean, we could look for probably 30 at least. Man, very interesting. Very interesting. Let's see what Credit Suisse is doing. Oh, snap. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's terrible. It's down 50% today. Oh, Nikes. Oh my Lord, dude. And I'm laughing. People are like, dude, that's people's money. Well, yeah, but look at this chart, dude. How the hell are you keeping your money in this? It's been going down every single week or month pretty much for since 2008. Like, well, you just hodl it, bro. You just hodl it to zero. It's fine. It'll come back up to 50 bucks. That's only a 4,000% run. That happens all the time. Brutal, man. Sub $1. Holy crap, dude. What is Deutsche Bank doing? It's just hovering. I actually shorted this last week. So let's break down Deutsche Bank. Let's do it. Just for my portfolio's sake. You know, it's funny. Something I noticed sometimes in movies, there's like weird little clues in movies, right? And when was I think it was in 2015, if I remember correctly, The Big Short that came out. And if you notice in that movie, they flashed Deutsche Bank's logo all the time in there, and it was usually around like bearish talk and sentiment in the movie, especially on the tower scene where Gosling is like, triple A's or the B's, the double B's, the triple B's, the single B's, and then the Jenga tower falls over. Like when he takes that, when it's like the box surrounding that tower is actually a Deutsche Bank um, cover to show. And I always thought it was real interesting that I was like, man, I should short Deutsche Bank off that. It's almost saying, giving some clues in Hollywood or something that this shit is effed. And literally, look, this is like when the movie came out. It's literally been selling off ever since then. It's kind of weird thing I kind of noticed in that movie. I don't know. Yeah, CS, dude, Anthony, that shit is effed, bro. That shit is effed. I guess someone was gonna say they were gonna buy him out, but I guess that didn't happen. I mean, let's see. I mean, who's next is the question. Like, are we looking at HSBC? They do some shady ass shit. Let's see. Oh, they're still up a little bit. They're still up. Oh, well, a little bit. But dude, look at all these Euro banks. They literally have been shit since 2007, man. They've been going down like the whole damn time. Let's see what Barclays. Maybe I don't remember what Barclays ticker is. Also, same thing. Just been selling off the whole time. What the hell is turquoise? What? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, pretty brutal, dude. This is not good. Gonna get another Swiss bank to go down. Let's see. UBS. No, UBS actually looks okay. Well, look at that. Never really recovered from the '08 crash, the GFC. Talk about a major letdown. Sideways for 13 years. That's cool. 14 years. Yeah. Yeah. See, sometimes that's why a hodl doesn't work, man. What if you get into something that's like this? Oh yeah, dude, I've been holding this stock for 13 years, bro. Well, how much have you made? Shit, I'm up like 11%. It's great. It's amazing. It's like, wait, what? For 13 years? Okay. How about Santander? Are they going under? Man, they make some crazy loans. Look at this shit. Oh my god. So it's not even like a surprise. We're like, oh, European banks are going bust. Well, yeah. Have you seen these charts, man? Have you seen this crap? Look at this damn trend line on here. It's literally been respected for 15 years, man. Like, brutal. It's not really a shocker. The shocker is like if American banks went down, like a Wells Fargo, right? Which I do think has some decent odds of happening. That's the one I think is probably the sneaky one. Hey, whatever. I don't know anything, but that's just something I think is worth watching. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, but you can't really see the. It's kind of a crappy picture. Let me try to pull it up because I think this is definitely worth showing. Let me see. It is a list of banks in the relative positioning of where SVB was. Tighter credit conditions. Let me see. See if I can get this. Here it is. Whoa, hello. It's this right here, and I know it's kind of hard to see because it's not. What the hell? What the H? What the H is going on here? Yeah, I wish the resolution was better, But you can see, I'll just kind of read them out to y'all because I know it's like actually really hard to tell. I don't, why is this doing the, there we go. So you can see right here, this is Silicon Valley Bank. And I'll just read off some of these. So JP Morgan is on the top here. And then Bank of America, Citibank, Wells Fargo, PNC, Trust, Goldman Sachs. So all the real big ones, TD Ameritrade are all right here. But look how fast it becomes. They're almost all the exact same positioning as Silicon Valley. Morgan Stanley's next to them. First Republic, which is already screwing up. I mean, so it's like Morgan Stanley, HSBC, Allied. I mean, all these major banks, man, they're all in the same boat because of the bonds and the positioning that they did and the way the accounting goes. I mean, this is brutal, man. This can happen to like literally any bank at this point. And people were like, well, that's why the Fed needs to lower the rates. No, that's why they need to make them higher. This is why we're in this situation because rates were zero with ZERP policy for, 10 for a decade, a little over a decade. That's the main issue here is that. So they need to go up so we can respect capital again. This is BS. When you disrespect money, this is the kind of shit we get into. So I don't know. And you can just search that tighter credit conditions, look at images, and it'll be this one here if you want to check that out. But very interesting to me that look how far up Silicon Valley Bank was. I mean, it was like in the top, 20. So yeah, think about that, right? Let's look at Morgan Stanley's chart. It looks a lot better than Wells Fargo. See, Wells Fargo's in like rounded top formation that it's been in for this big distribution pattern for the last 6 years. Oh my God. And this monthly is literally about to engulf the prior, I don't know, what is that, 10 months or something like that? Oh man, this monthly closes below $38. They got 11 days left. Pretty nasty, man. Pretty nasty. What about Citibank? Yeah, look at this. Citigroup looks terrible. This looks really, dude, this looks like the freaking, oh, snap, dude. Is Citigroup going to go bust? This looks like a freaking European bank. Look at this. Look at this chart, y'all. Look at this crap. Interesting. And where is Citibank on this list, you might ask? Where is it, you might ask? It's number 3 on this list. It's literally number 3. Think about that for a second. Let that soak in. Dude, yeah, we're not out of the freaking woods yet with this crap. I mentioned it last week that, when Lehman Brothers went under, it was still about 6 more months of selling before the market finally bottomed. So you want to see that in real life? Let's go see that in real life. Let's go back to, actually, let's use ES because this chart has all kinds of freaking drawings on it. So if we go to E to the S, let me go back over here. Lehman Brothers literally collapsed around here. It was like in September, I believe. So it was like literally right before another 50-ish% for the rest of the year into the spring of the following year. So I don't know. I mean, obviously doesn't rhyme perfectly or whatever, or doesn't copy the fractal perfectly, but it's just some food for thought that, when it was just kind of dipping down, then Lehman went bust and then we started accelerating. So if we fast forward to today, now we get some bust action. Are we just now about to get accelerating? I don't know, maybe. Below 38.50, I would say yes. Yes, price would tell me that watch the hell out. Right now, it's okay, but 38.50, watch the shit, man. It's going to get nasty. Let's see. What's top traded doing? Oh, they're kind of up, but nothing really too crazy. NVIDIA. Jeez, NVIDIA, man. Pumpage. Does look like it's hit kind of this sloppy inverted head and shoulders pattern. If we kind of just make a little bullshit measurement here. Yeah, it's a little shy. Looks like it's kind of matching with this 280 area. But man, freaking Nvidia, dude. They have a lot of AI stuff. If you didn't know, you can look into their AI stuff. That's maybe why they're pumping a little bit. Speaking of AI stuff, what is AI pumping? Let's go look. Yeah, not really. Lynn Alden liked banks going into 2023. Well, Lynn Alden's kind of an idiot then. Sorry, maybe he's not an idiot, but I think that if you loved banks at the beginning of the year, given all of the issues with the bond market, I think that's very silly. Very, very silly. People were just taking it on the, oh, rates higher. That means banks are good. They can do good. Well, yeah, but their balance sheets are fucked, man. Like, it's really bad when you have to rewrite all this debt and the cost of your money goes up 5, 10x. I mean, that's terrible, man. Poor Lynn Alden. Yeah, you got to be careful with those big ass guys anyway. I mean, that have, large equity firms and sell shit like that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't like almost most of those really big dudes. There's a few decent ones, but they're all there trying to sell you stuff too, whether it's selling you positions or tickers or investment advice or whatever. There's always some kind of incentive. But yeah, they missed that one hard. And what's crazy is like, I mean, XLF didn't look really that great. I mean, it was okay. But I mean, when you're rising channel, sort of like this is kind of like a sloppy. Oops, that's not the right thing. Here, hold up. Hold up. There it is. Parallel channel. This is a bearish formation. A rising channel is bearish by default. Usually they break to the downside. Now this one's holding on just barely. Like it could be. Maybe now's the time to buy them. I don't know. But I'm not going to be buying those. I'll tell you that. No way, Jose. Not until this shit gets resolved a little bit. And they're definitely not bullish after a week takes out every single moving average. That's disgusting. But yeah, rising channels are generally bearish, especially on after a sell off too. Does have decent support right here at about $30 though. To be fair, you get sub 30 on XLF, Citigroup probably went under, or Wells Fargo, or something like that. Yeah, I mean, KRB kind of the same thing. I mean, struggling after it broke down from about a year ago, just trying to get above the structure, couldn't do it. So, yeah, I think that was just a little bit excited, seeming like it's too easy. Rates go up, buy banks, but the way the bond market's been affected by that, and all the shit they had to rewrite and still have to rewrite over the next 12 months. They were just in a funky position. Oh crap! I'm getting ring stains on my desk. Don't do that. I think he thinks he's a girl too. Oh God. Well, there you go. Silicon Valley Bank spent all their time tweeting about diversity and a bunch of other crap. Whatever. I mean, do what you will, but you're a bank, dude. Like, why are you talking about that shit? It's like, that's what I have some problem with these big companies. Like, dude, no one, if you're buying shoes or something from like a Adidas or whatever, like, dude, you just want the shoes and that brand and the shoe you like or clothes you like. We don't need to freaking hear about your political stance. Like everybody wants to talk about their political ideologies and shit. And it's like, dude, you make shoes. Shut the hell up. Like, dude, you're a bank. Shut the hell up and do banking. Oh, wait, you didn't do banking very well. Whoops. It's like, dude, come on, man. All right, I think that's probably it. Unless someone wants me to go look at a ticker, a DOS ticker, put it in the chat now. Put it in the troll box or forever hold your peace. We'll go look at it. Let's go look at some war stocks. Let's see what they're doing. Lockheed Martin's kind of chilling here. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Raytheon kind of chilling up on the highs. Yeah, BA looks the worst out of those. Let's see. Northrop. Northrop's kind of chilling up at the highs on a weekly turn. Uh-oh. Sub 436 looks pretty nasty. Yeah, nothing too crazy there. Except for Lockheed Martin's actually looks pretty damn good above like 450. Why are they all around the same price? Weird. Let's go look at bonds real quick while I'm waiting for the potential request. Man, so this, I mean, to be fair, this is a pretty serious inverted head and shoulders right here. It would have to clear 108 to look a lot better. And man, and if this is municipal bonds, guys, this is the thing. See, so on that bank thing, this is the part that really sucks is people think that treasuries and these certain Mooney bonds and all this other shit is like riskless. First of all, there's no such thing as riskless, right? And now, like pensions and just regular people are getting hit really hard with this crap. I mean, if you got a 401k and stuff and they're putting it in 60-40 shit, you've been pretty decimated off of that. And did I hit Matic? Yes, I did hit Matic. Doesn't look it doesn't look very, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it's just because it looks like every other altcoin chart, just kind of retesting the structure earlier this year. So the thing to watch right now is if Bitcoin can close the weekly above 25K, open and close. This will be the first open and close attempt above a major resistance area and pivot point. But yeah, man, these Mooney bonds, they're safe, dude. It can never go down. And look at this shit. We're like down by Corona lows. Now, we do have an inverted head and shoulders here, so this could be the bottom. And this is probably going to either resolve or get rejected this week, I would imagine, with the Fed coming up here in a couple of days. So we'll get to see that, hopefully, the resolution there. But yeah, just brutal, man. There's just nothing guaranteed in investing or trading. I know people try to pretend that investing and trading is different, but it's not. Investing is just trading long term. I know people are going to hate me for saying they're like, no, dude, investing's different, bro. So different, bro. It's like, no, it's just long term trading. That's all. But yeah, bonds look terrible. They look so bad. All right, wrapping it up. Let's wrap this bitch up. Let's put a little bow on this. Oh, we're getting a little sell pressure here. Oh, yeah, we are. Is that carrying over in the traditional markets too? No. Well, how funny. So NASDAQ rallies hard while everything's selling off last week. And now NASDAQ is flat and everything else is rallying hard. Just such weird. Much odd. Anyway, Bitcoin. Let's see if you can close above 25K on the weekly. That would look very sexy. That would be pretty awesome confirmation that we are breaking out of the bear market. Yes, it does look good. This is the best it's looked for a while. But on weeklies, we love to have confirmation, especially on high time frames for crypto or pretty much for anything, but definitely in crypto. If we can get one weekly open and close above 25,000, that starts to make this chart very sexy. And I would be pretty much full bull mode and buy dips as long as we hold 22 to like 24. Then I wouldn't be concerned at all. And I would pretty much call this the bottom. But we do still need 1 week for that. And really, I like 2 weeks for open and close, or 2 or 3 candles for open and close. On a weekly, though, 2 is fine. We do have 1 on the daily. We've gotten 3 now, potentially the 4th. I mean, we would have to dump really hard for that to not be the case in the next 6 hours, 7 hours. Hey, anything can happen, but looking pretty damn good on this. If we can just get that close above there. Unicorn shirt, man, above 25K. It's a little bit weaker. It's okay. It does look decent above the mid 1700s, so you can't hate on that. And with Bitcoin, just like with the dominance pumping so hard, it kind of makes sense that other stuff is lagging a little bit. Bitcoin is the main feature kind of crypto. It's the star, it's the golden child. And especially when you're getting into like banking kind of turmoil stuff, people are going to really chase Mama Bear more than they are all the other ones. And as far as all the other altcoins, they look pretty decent, and they probably will run really hard if we can get this weekly open and close above 25K. And I'm not really going to be taking too much like larger conviction trades until the Fed's out of the way to see kind of their stance after all this turmoil over the last couple of weeks. So I think that's probably it. Um, yeah, ES, all this looks okay. Making a higher low potentially. Back below 38.50, watch the F out. Um, Back below like 12.3, I'd watch the hell out on NASDAQ. NASDAQ's chart is very different than the others. Russell's barely holding on here. It has broken structure, so it is not a higher low anymore. Does have really good support around 1740 ish. So maybe it's a little fake out. I don't know. It's tough to say. This is a pretty funky chart. We're kind of just dancing on the lows here. If bulls were strong enough, you'd think they'd be able to pump this at least up to the trend line or like, the 200 daily right here at about 1820, but they haven't been able to do that yet, and they're kind of just camping on the lows. This is kind of the water skipping on the rock analogy here. And I only will change my mind if we get above about 1780 on an open and close daily there. So I think that's it, man. Oh yeah, gold, because that's a pretty important price action right now. It is attempting breakout. Really need to get this weekly though above 2,000. We need an open and close above 2K because this is major, mega, super resistance here. You can see immediate rejection here, and we are building rejection so far. So 2K is uber resistance, and to be fair, of course it is, because I mean this is like pretty much all-time highs with gold, right? And is this a cup and handle? Yeah, it is. It definitely is a cup and handle. On chart patterns that are really, really old like this, you're pushing it a little bit. The validity is not as high, but this is technically a cup and handle. We do have targets on this if we do break 2K at about 2,400 and higher targets at about what the hell is this? What is APOS? APOS, a troy ounce. Oh, okay. I don't know. That's different. I never noticed that before on TradingView. They be changing stuff all the time. But anyway, targets, if we do get that open and close above 2K, are between 23 and 2,700, and this is based off some measurements from that and some Fibonacci extensions. I didn't just draw those boxes for fun. You're very welcome, Mr. Hellbound Buick. Glad to see you again, sir. Hope you have an awesome day. I think that's it, man. Oil's kind of in trouble, sub 70. That's one that's noteworthy. Until then, though, I'm pretty much banking everything kind of just goes sideways in its range from the last week until Daddy Fed speaks at 1 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday afternoon. Thank God we can get that stupid shit out of the way, hopefully. All right, much love, guys. I'll see y'all. Oh, what's up, Tony Simpson? I literally just did gold. I don't know if you heard that. Like literally like 40 seconds ago, I was talking about gold. 2K. Tap the rocket. Hey, tap the rocket for me. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Tap the rocket for gold. Moonshot. No, gold looks good. It does have major resistance at 2K, though. Really needs to get over 2,000 open and close weekly. And then we can look for pretty much blue sky mode and price discovery. Sub 1880, though, that all gets negated, and we go back into the sideways range of death and boringness. But everything looks pretty good. All the EMAs are pointing up. We've got momentum on the oscillators. So if bulls this is their best chance pretty much to do something with this, which it might get squashed by the Fed because you know how they love to do that. But we'll see. Wednesday, we get that move up over 2K. Let's get it. Rocket time. Oh man. All right, mom. All right, mom. What is mom? I don't know what that is. I need some more tea or something, I guess. I don't know. It's Monday. F it. All right, guys. Much love. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go check out some stock stuff. I do like that course thing. I'm going to go check out and maybe nibble on some more altcoins here. I've been kind of scaling into some stuff over the last week, just putting some money to work in anticipation that Bitcoin will do a open and close above 25K. Because we get that, man. A lot of these altcoins are going to be moonshot and talking about tap the rocket and be riding the rocket, baby. Almost there, guys. Almost there. We don't want to get too super excited yet because we can get throwbacks, especially when you get vertical action like this. This is straight up. So eventually I am expecting at least some sideways to sell off to kind of confirm this because it's a little bit of a hot move, if you will, when you're going straight vertical like that. So, all right, I'll end it there, guys. Much love. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I hope you have an awesome week. We do these streams Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings between 9 and 11. And until Wednesday morning, it'll be a good one for Fed Daddy. We'll see what happens. Maybe we can get some resolution on these patterns and stuff. And until then, happy Monday. This has been Z-Rex with No Noise signing off. Peace.